Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to y'all for a moment about not saving all of your work to do at the end of the week. It's really important that you do your best on these assignments. They are for a grade. And you can only do your best when you're not stressed with 5 or 6 things to do. I suggest tackling one subject a day. Work for maybe an hour, maybe a little bit longer if you need it, and then enjoy the rest of your day. Nobody wants to work all day on Thursday and Friday. So break up your assignments. Do like your reading on Monday, maybe your science on Tuesday, math on Wednesday, social studies Thursday, and maybe grammar on Friday. So don't save it all to do at the end of the week. Tackle a little bit of it each day. Okay, y'all have a great day. I miss y'all. Bye.
Hey guys, this is Miss George here to give you a little tutorial on how to find and to share your assignments in math, and I'm sure that a lot of this can be useful for your other classes as well. That's the biggest thing that I've seen this week is people having trouble finding their assignments, but more so people having trouble taking a photo of their assignment and submitting it as an attachment instead of an email or a text. Now, while you are sending these as emails and text, while that's great for the sense that you did your work, I'm so proud of you, but I really would like for them all in one central location for me to be able to find. Because as you can imagine, with me, teaching from home right now, my email and my text messages are blowing up. So I do not want them to get lost in the busyness of this time. So if I could have you attach them to the correct place, that would help me a lot more. So what you're going to do is I'm here on a student's view so that you can see his view. So that you know what you're going to see. You're going to go to your math classroom. Okay. For this student, he's in my homeroom. So his math classroom is George homeroom. However, those of y'all in Miss Martin's, Miss Mills, and Miss Mendoza's class, y'all will your math classroom. Go to your math classroom. Now, on here on the stream, all I'm posting right now is, the basic, here's our virtual plan, here's our Zoom code. All of your work over the next 9 weeks is going to be under classwork. Okay. And so if I was going to try to find my assignment here, I'm going to click first on assignment 1. Okay. So you're going to find your assignment here. Okay. Here is your assignment 1 through 14. Okay. Exactly how I've written it in the instructions. The other things posted are videos of me going through and helping you with certain parts of this assignment. So if you ever need any help, I have uploaded videos of myself teaching just like I would at Lincoln Elementary School. Okay, so there are some ways that you can do this assignment. Now, please understand, parents and students, I'm not trying to make your life more difficult by not giving you an online assignment where you can just click the answers online. The reason I've done this is because I still need to see your work. Okay, so there's a couple ways that you can do this assignment. You can just write it on a sheet of paper, your answers and your work, or if you have access to a printer, you're more than welcome to print this out. Okay, whatever you need to do. Now, I want to take you through a couple of work samples that I've gotten so far turned into me, and some ways to make our attachments a little bit better. Okay, so let's go up here and let's look at a couple. So this was one that was turned in, and I've had permission from this student to post this. Just know that if you cannot read your work on your picture, then I'm not going to be able to read your work. Okay? All right, so let's now go through a couple of ways that you can make your work a little bit better. Okay, so this is me now. On all of these assignments that I'm about to show you, I've used a different assignment so that those of y'all who are waiting to the last minute to do your work don't copy my answers. So don't copy these. These aren't the answers to your week 1 assignment. So this is me. I have taken the assignment that I saw on the Google Classroom and I've written it onto a piece of paper. Notice how I'm still taking this picture on my Chromebook, so it's just a little bit blurry, but it's very neat. I have my answers not only circled, but I have them highlighted. And I know that not all of us are going to have access to a highlighter right now. It's okay. But just try to find ways that you can make it a little bit easier for me to read. So right here, whereas I can read this as your teacher, okay, I got the teacher eyes to find answers. Let's see how we could have made this better. So one way of making this a little bit easier to read is just going over it a little bit darker with your pencil or with a black pen or marker. So for example, you see how this one is the same exact assignment, except it's just a little bit easier to read because I've gone over it with my black marker. Okay. Now this next assignment is those two assignments right there. Those two pictures are photos that I've taken with my Chromebook's camera. Okay. So while they are definitely readable and good, with great lighting and all that, I just want to show you the difference of my preferred method of uploading is taking a photo with your phone. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to get it onto your assignment in a second. Notice how, while it's a little bit small, okay, notice how much clearer that is than the previous photos. Okay, so this is with my computer. This is with my phone, okay? So if you have access to a smartphone, I definitely think that the easiest way to get a great picture is by taking it with your phone, okay? So I want to take you through right now and show you how you would take a photo with your phone and send it, okay? So I have my photo right here, okay? So if you go down to the little export button and click on it, we see that we have all these options. If you click mail, it will bring you to where you can send it in the mail, in an email. And you're just going to type in your own email address. Don't type in mine. Remember, we talked about how it will get lost in my stuff. Okay, type in your own email address. And remember, I'm playing like I'm a student. Okay, so I'm going to send it to my email. Title it, something that's not going to get lost. Week 1 assignment 1. And then send. I always like to do actual size because it doesn't make it blurry. And it's sent. Okay, so now let's see what we would do online to find this. Okay, I'm going to go to my email, and I see it right here. It's come up. Okay, so I will click on it. It is now on my computer. So that's been the biggest thing of Miss George. How do I get it from my phone picture to my computer? Just email it to yourself. Once you email it, your computer should look like this. It might look a little bit different. I am using a teacher Chromebook instead of a student Chromebook, but this little button right here will add it to your drive. All you have to do is click it. It is added to your drive. Another option is you can click the download button and it'll download it to your computer's hard drive. Okay, so after that, remember, let's go back to how we get to the assignment. Go to your math classroom, classwork, your assignment. I've had a lot of questions. Miss George, we don't see a button where we can attach it. Well, that's why we're going to click on View Assignment. Once I view assignment, I see the Add or Create button. And then I can just upload it as a Google Drive from the Google Drive. Add. It adds it. Of course, check to make sure it looks good. And then make sure to click Turn In. And that's the best way to upload your work. Hey guys, it's Miss George here again. This time I want to take you through and explain how your students and kids, how you will be graded on your iReady lessons for the week. It is very, very important in reading and math that you do very well in these lessons, because you are not just graded on if you did the 40 minutes, you are also graded on how well you did on those lessons. So let's look at the rubric together really quickly. How you can find this is you can locate it on your math classroom, Google Classroom. It is right here. It is also uploaded onto week 1, assignment 2, as it is your second assignment each week. Okay, so let's click in and let's see exactly what you're going to be graded on, okay? Students will receive a score for both the amount of time spent on the lesson for the week. Okay, so that's right here in the criteria. So if you spend 20 to 24 minutes only, you're going to get a 50 on that section, and so on. If you spend 40 minutes on that section on your iReady lesson, you're going to have a 100 for that section. Okay, you're going to be receiving 2 scores. You're going to be receiving a score for how much time you spent on it. You're also going to be receiving a score for the percent grades that you scored on those lessons, okay? So let's say that you made a 63 on the lesson that you completed, then you would fall right here in this criteria where all lessons completed were a 60% and above, okay? So let's look at that. So you've made a 60 here on this criteria, but you've made a 100 here on this criteria. So what is your score going to be for the overall assignment? We will average those 2 scores together. So you will, on that one, you would have an 80. Okay. Let's look at some other examples. So a student spends 40 minutes on the pathway. So there they get a 100. They make a 75 on a lesson and they make an 83 on a lesson. So let's see where they would fall. Okay, so all lessons completed are 80 and above? No, because remember they made a 75. So they would be falling right here on that score. So an 80 and then a 100 together, when I average those out, they will make a 90% A minus for that assignment for that week.
Hey guys, hope you're doing well. We miss you all so much. I'm here to remind you about assignment corrections, much like test corrections. If you have bombed a test or an assignment, if you just made a bad grade on an assignment, you are welcome to go back and to rework that for half credit. So just remember that and do that just as much on any assignment you need. For example, I've had some kids that didn't do quite as well on Edpuzzle that they wanted to. All they did was shoot me an email, and I went and reset the whole thing, and they could start over from scratch. They did receive half credit for that, which really improved their grade a lot. Not all assignments are digital like that. So if you do a math assignment for Miss George, for example, and you didn't do real well on that, she will just ask you to redo it, and you can resubmit it the way that you did in the first place. So it's just as easy as shooting your teacher an email and letting her know that you wanted to redo whatever assignment it was. So any assignment that you take, that you complete, please shoot your teacher an email if you're not satisfied with what you got. And that's easy.
I hope that all of this information, this video, has been useful to you and that it has answered any questions that you may have about what's going on with our virtual learning path. So if you have any additional questions or concerns, you can feel free to reach out to any of us by email, text, or phone call. And students, on behalf of myself and my coworkers, Ms. Mills, Ms. Martin, and Ms. George, we just want to say how much we miss you guys, how much we love you. And even though we are not together at LES every day, we're still here for you no matter what. So if you have a concern about anything or question and you just need to just make a comment or two, you can contact us. So we're here for you guys during this time, and we just want to let you know, and you just let us know if you need anything.
So you guys take care, and we love you. Bye.